Yo guys, welcome back to Ping of the Week. Today we just got a little reaction here. Timothy Bradley had some harsh words for Ben Whittaker. So yeah, here with Cultura and Caden. We're just gonna break this one down for you. But yeah man, let's get straight into it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for the daily videos and all of that.
However, the reason why I think that these fools go, to be honest with you, like he reminds me of a New York street baller, man. You know, and I say this, with all due respect. It's more so like he has all these moves. He's extremely confident, but he's never gonna make it to the big league. You know, he's lacking certain fundamentals. He might be lacking strength. It could be punching power. It could be it could be IQ. Got every skill in the book, right? But you know, putting those skills to use at the right time, um, keeping his concentration throughout the fight. Stamina as well. Like, he's very, I would say, limited in those areas. I look at his style and I'm saying, okay, he's a cutesy sum up type of fighter. And what I mean by that is that there's a lot of flash, but there's not a lot of pizzazz. There's a lot of flash, but not a lot of pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like, it's something that's like glaring, like, oh my God, this guy is like, the best thing since ice cream, like, no, decent punching power, got a good right hand, got a nice counter right hand or a pull counter or a slip counter right hand. He brings his jab back lazy, he likes to use the up jab a lot. Footwork is okay, does have a little control game where, he'll use his lead hand to try to control his opponent and try to attempt to turn the corner, meaning either pivoting or stepping around his opponent, and pushing him off balance, gaining an edge that way against his opposition. But, good left hook to the body, good left hook to the head, throws, decent combinations, nothing crazy, nothing glaring. I mean, I saw his finish against Liam Camaro. I saw his finish and it wasn't that aggressive.
Liam Camaro.
It looked
That's
very
crazy.
sloppy, and
He
it was
went with
just,
anything.
it
He's
wasn't
taking the piss.
precise, I should say. And the guy only has 9
Little
fights,
Mexican boy.
and he's gonna get better and better. But with that being said, I think this fight's gonna be a lot tougher than what people think it's gonna be. You just can't sit back and look at names and just being heard of them and just say, oh, this guy's a cab driver, this and that. Now you can't. Like, you gotta look at what these guys have done, look what they film, see where, they can win, see where their strengths are, see where their weaknesses are. And, Gavazi, I see his footwork. He has some footwork issues. He tends to stand straight up as well. Tends to pull his head up. When you look at his stance, he leans.
You know what? I'll stop it there just so it's not full on just listening to him for half the video. But
Yeah.
you know what I'll say about that? Because and to be honest, he did stop talking about Ben and he started talking about the opponent. But
you see the original video I was talking about though, Warren? You see, it was like 1 minute and a half, and it was slightly a little bit more disrespectful.
Is it? Okay.
A little bit more, yeah.
It's along the same lines then. What
yeah.
But he's saying he don't.
Would you lot think of that critique?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I could start then if you don't mind. What I would say, like, if this was before the Liam Cameron 2 fight, I would kind of be like, I hear it. Like, I hear why someone would do that and come at him like that. But for me personally, like, I always like Ben just because I just like the gas fighters. I like AB, like just the funny, the exciting. I get the entertaining thing cool. Obviously, then who's actually a legendary fighter? That's completely different, isn't it? Like the flashiness stuff is not always the thing that wins. But my thing was, before the Liam Cameron 2, I said, okay, now he's got questions to answer now. He did look like he was getting a bit tired, like Liam Cameron was working the body. But in the second fight where he come back, and he just smoked my man, what was it, 1 round? Then I thought...
Was it 2?
1 or 2. Then I thought, fair enough, innit? Like, he's come and said, shush.
I think, don't you think that was an early stoppage, you know?
You could say that, but Liam Cameron was defo...
He was defo hurt, but we've seen it.
He's never hurt. And
he's been more hurt.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Well, with me, it's like getting that hurt against Whittaker, like you come on, you got to know what you were saying before the fight as well, innit? Like you was getting tired. I don't know how early that stoppage. It wasn't the earliest stoppage I've seen. If you get me, it's like it's the one where I wouldn't complain. But yeah, now this does seem to me, it seems a bit harsh from Timothy Bradley. But then again, there's always things like after that Cameron fight, I was thinking, you know what though, when Whittaker, he does play around with some man where he should just be getting him out of there. I used to think that. Is it a power issue? Is it? Do you know what I mean? I'm not completely criticizing him. I still think he's a very good fighter, but
he's an amazing fighter.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
I think with Tim, I think obviously he's been at the top level, innit? So you always got to kind of hear what he's got to say. But I think because of the type of fighter he probably has a bias against flashy fighters. You know what I mean? He was more cardio, just volume punches. So maybe naturally he has a bias, and then
no playing around. Like, what's my man doing?
He probably don't like fighters who does that. But I don't know. It was probably a bit harsh, but I don't think it was too bad. Maybe the video coach was talking about.
You know what? He's been a lot harsher though. I've seen him be a lot harsher, and like in terms of like Timothy Bradley's expert boxing pundit qualities, I think he's got elite championship experience. He's got deep technical breakdowns of fights. Fight IQ is mad high, and he's just as raw with these own American guys. Like he's raw with his friends. Like he gives it to us raw. He's a truth speaker, and if he's saying this about Ben, I think he believes it. I think he really believes it.
I don't think he's saying anything too mad. Like I think what we're saying about like his cardio might be a bit off, obviously, because I think the first, what's he called him, Liam Camaro, the first fight, and then he was saying about like his jab and his feet. I think he doesn't think his fundamentals are all there, basically. And
he's right about bringing his jab back lazy, though. He definitely does that.
Yeah, do you know? I think for Ben,
sometimes don't you think? Sometimes he just lacks a fighter's empathy, because as a former fighter, he don't have that fighter's empathy and psychology. I don't know if he got a few extra thumps to the head that made him like that, but he lacks empathy for fighters. Do you know what I'm saying? As an ex-fighter,
do you know what it is? Because he was trained by like Teddy Atlas and them, man. I don't think he's on.
Oh, and they're harsh. They're raw.
I think he's just on like, yo.
Oh, you talking about Timothy Bradley lacks fighting?
Yeah. Like he's quite harsh on people, innit? But
he's harsh. Like he don't care about your feelings.
Yeah. Do you know what though? Weirdly, like I've seen some other, and it's always like the older boxers that are now past it or they've finished their career, and I see some of them like it's kind of strange. Like some of them used to hate on Spence and that Tava, but I used to see certain man hating. But when Timothy Bradley says stuff, for some reason, like I don't know, I'm an energy guy. It doesn't seem like hating.
It's not hating, innit? It's not hating.
It seems like he's just saying it. I can't lie. Some older fighters, it sounds like
one or two times it's come when he starts talking about these fighters are getting paid too much. That's why they're acting like this and running. I'm like, you gotta chill out. I'm like, you gotta chill out, big man. Because
that was just because that weird event outside. That was all.
But it's still like, why are you talking about how much bread they're getting?
Yeah, bread. Yeah, that's
none of your business, big man.
Yeah. It's not a Floyd.
Okay, so
Floyd be hating.
So what would you say then? What points there would you completely disagree with? I think there's one thing. I said the power and the stamina. I said I see maybe fair enough. Like he's just being harsh about it. But there was one thing he said. I can't remember what he said. What did he say? Power, stamina. He said.
I think he said his feet as well.
Feet work. Yeah, he said his foot. I said, how the hell is his feet, man? How the hell is Ben Whittaker? That's his best thing to me.
This is why Timothy Bradley. I think Timothy Bradley thinks his feet are bad because Timothy Bradley's always balanced in a position to shoot, always ready to punch. Ben's moving a lot. So say that now, at 3 minutes of the fight, just crazy example, 3 minutes of the fight. Say that now, 2 minutes of that, you're on your feet, balanced, ready to punch, and Ben would be say maybe a minute of that because he's moving around in between phases. Punching. So I can see maybe he's saying that, and he don't really. He does punch on the move as well. Yeah, he does punch on the move.
Yeah,
but Timothy Bradley's mostly set, ready to defend or shoot. Yeah. So maybe I don't know.
What's his? What has he? I haven't seen too much of his videos. What has he ever mentioned anything about like Boots' footwork, for example? Does he feel the same about like Boots? Or?
I just know he's on Crawford's side with the Boots thing. All I know is Boots can't do that. That's all I know. Like, he's on Crawford's side.
I'm not gonna lie. I've disagreed with some of his predictions, and they've come to light to be true.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Do you not think? So I didn't know he was actually 28, you know, and he's only had 9 fights. What's the kind of the background behind that? He went to Olympics. Did he start boxing a bit later? Did he go Olympics late?
He went to the Olympics,
Yeah.
and he got a silver in the Olympics. He was boxing quite good in the Olympics, I can't lie, against like really high level talent.
Did he start amateur when he was young, like as a kid? Or...
Yeah. He had a long amateur circuit. Boxing maybe like from a kid. He boxed from a kid.
Very long.
Definitely from his early teens. Maybe even before. Maybe even before.
So probably get fast tracked then, innit?
Yeah. And
what's
he
he
was
175? What's he 175? 175 is he at?
Yeah, light heavy.
Yeah, to me though, the fast tracking makes sense. I think to finish off the video anyway, we could say where do we see Ben going? I know Ra was talking about, do you see him beating the Buatsis and people like that? I generally see him. Buatsi's footwork for me, I'm just thinking of foot speed alone. If Ben Whittaker wants to have a boring ass fight and beat Buatsi because he's scared of Buatsi's power, let's just say he wants to do that, and I think he can do that, man. Like Buatsi is more, he's kind of come straight and pressure. I think Ben can deal with that, to be honest.
He couldn't deal with Cameron's pressure.
So, all right, this is where I'm at with it. Yeah,
he smoked Cameron in the rematch.
Yeah, he did.
He was saying something happened to him, so we say, okay, I'll give him that. That's why I give him them. The rematch.
I'm saying before they went over the ropes, was he holding the pace then?
Yeah, no, he was getting body.
You could tell Cameron was going downhill on him still. Like you can see,
it was going downhill for.
But what I'd say, coach, is I would agree with you, but the only difference is that he's with Andy Lee now, so I don't think he will let him do as much stupid things as he was before.
Let's be real with that. This is a bit of anime knowledge here. You remember what he came in with, Caden, and this sounds like some bullshit rhyme. But if you know what Akatsuki is, he come in with Akatsuki music and some robe. Like, these men are killers, innit? He thought he could go in there and kill Cameron and fight in some next way where you can stand there. You can't stand. That's not even your style. You get it? He tried to psych himself up to do something different. To where he didn't realize Cameron's not.
He didn't respect Cameron. He paid for it and he paid for it.
He thought he could. Yeah, he paid for it. The first time,
that'll be a good. Because we know Waxy can go 12.
Waxy's relentless. Do you think he could take that type of relentlessness?
Yeah, it's coming for you.
Do you think Ben could take that type of relentlessness?
I feel like with the right game plan,
Willie or Ben?
Willie or Hutchison?
Yeah.
Even that. See how Willie Hutchison. I think Ben's more slippery than Willie Hutchison. Generally.
Yeah,
Ben is slippery. People hate him, but I'm telling you, to be doing that strippiness, you have to be a bit slippery.
But is Willie very slippery too?
He is very slippery.
Okay, how did the fight go with Louis and Willie and Buatsi?
Yeah, Willie. That's what I'm saying. He
slowed down. All the movements slowed down. Everything slowed down. The punches slowed down. Like,
was that a 12? Was that a 12
he started losing a bit of confidence, and when fighters lose confidence, they lose access to their IQ toolbox.
And even like I'm saying, Callum Smith. Maybe Callum Smith's got the experience to beat Buatsi, but I kind of predicted Callum Smith was going to beat Buatsi. You know?
Yeah, Callum's been up there with high level fighters now.
Buatsi's walking into you. It's like the thing is with Buatsi, if he don't press you, if you're not affected by that pressure as much as he wants you to be, you could beat him on points. Like quite. You can outbox him, bro. The way he's coming in a straight line.
But who could do that? What?
A lot of people can do that.
Our top 10 light heavyweights in the UK, who could do that to Buatsi?
So Callum Smith already done it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that hard. He just took a few big shots. But, got a chin.
I think for me, with Ben, I feel like I have to see it to really be like.
Exactly. Ben's got to prove himself to us.
He's got to prove
he does.
And that's the only reason I don't give him the Buatsi fight. It's because he still has to prove it. Yeah. You got to prove it. I can't take you over a man that's already proved to me who he is.
Yeah. That's why I'm actually saying as well, I would not put Ben in there right now. I'd be like, chill out, mate. Make sure you do a lot of rounds. And get some pedigree and don't just try to fight Buatsi. Like, no, I know you got the skills technically to beat him. That's what I believe. You get it. But now you need the XP to just... Yeah, if something happens, you do this.
Yeah.
You don't jump out there.
So you might say you got that intentionally, yeah? Or you not
No, I don't know.
What do you think? What do you not think?
What do you think, Ryan? I don't know if it was intentional.
I feel like he did it intentionally, I'll be honest. I do. That's kind of mad. The German suplex
Imagine.
over the rope, bro. Crazy. But that's why if a fight goes to like 10, 11, 12 rounds and it's a tough fight, stamina's getting pushed, got a cut over his eye, like, you know what I mean? When he's got to deal with adversity, I don't know if he's going to try look for a way out.
You know
I don't
what?
know.
That's he's got to prove himself.
Yeah, I like him though. I like him. I do.
I think he's a hell of a fighter, and I love watching him. You know what? He's a fighter you always want to watch fight.
Yeah, facts,
100%.
So so in that way, I know he's gonna do well. So they don't need to rush him quickly. Like, I think Andy Lee's gonna make a big difference, add a lot to his game.
Difference, I think he'll help with what Tim was talking about with like the feet, the fundamentals, whatever. I think
I agree. I agree.
No, man, 100%.
I agree.
Well, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up that video now. Anyway, there's a little reaction to what Timothy Bradley was saying, you know, a bit of criticism for Ben Whittaker. Ben Whittaker, his next fight is Benjamin Gavazi. You can check out his press conferences and all of that. Obviously, check out Timothy Bradley's channel. And yeah, man, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Daily boxing videos. We've got vlogs, all of that, live streams, live watch togethers. The next watch party is going to be Wardley Parker this weekend, guys. But yes, peace out. Love for the watch.
Love.
Love.